So you've just finished your PhD and you have big career plans. What can you expect? If we look at the last 30 years between 1980 and 2014, you can see the postdoctoral fellowship has extended. By the age of 45, you could still be a postdoctoral fellow. By the age of 55, in 1980, you'd be looking to retire with a great international reputation at the age of 65, while today's researchers are senior researchers with another 20 years ahead of them. In 2014, the NHMRC funding success rate was 15%. This is the lowest grant success rate ever recorded. Most of the money goes to senior investigators. So the average 35-year-old is worried about getting money for their research, they're worried about their future, and they know they're not the only ones. Australia needs to target its national health priorities, fund all researchers at all career stages. So how can we develop sound policies for the future that are evidence-based? Vizmygrant makes the dollars transparent and gives us the details.
We spent a good portion of the first day having a look at the data that we had and cleaning it and agreeing on what format and columns we were going to require. One of the team members, Scott, spent a lot of time, a lot of expertise, generating all of that through R. Once we had that data, we then moved into looking at different ways to analyse that, and this is our dashboard that brings all of that together. So what I did is try to find a way to easily view visually how the breakdowns work out for the types of funding or the amount of grants. So as an example, we can run through institution and gender. We click the refresh button and we'll come down here and see each of these circles here represents a university, and within that the breakdown of gender. So University of Melbourne, for example, has 719 successful awards and 1,313 for males.
So one of the things that we really wanted to do going into this project, that the problem owner wanted to do, was visualise how the trends in the NHMRC funding had changed across time. However, this would have required a lot of data cleaning that we just didn't have time for. What we were able to do was create an interactive web tool that allows you to query the NHMRC funding just for 2014 and visualise the various different trends in that data based on drop-down boxes and different groups.
We can now track who's receiving funding year on year. We can see this is increasing over time, particularly in 2014. Here we can see the imbalance of funding for females in senior positions year on year. This is slowly increasing, but clearly not enough yet.
I created an interpolation of Australia across the amount of funding that each area gets, and Melbourne and Brisbane put everyone else in.
I use Tableau to put together a visual dashboard that shows many things at once at a glance.
Victoria does really well.